speaks for itself.
Is it something special doing this against Magnus, Hans?
In September of 2022, the chess world was changed forever. In a shocking turn of events, Magnus Carlsen withdraws from a tournament after losing to Hans Nieman. What ensued was a series of events that I am confident neither side is proud of. To be honest, it was all-out war. A young 20-year-old Hans Nieman was effectively fighting against the largest chess organization in the world, chess.com. This story is fascinating, but it is one of millions of cheating stories all around the chess world. You see, in the 21st century, it is easier than ever to cheat in online chess. You see, just in 2023 alone, 1 million accounts were caught cheating, 500 of these accounts being titled players. Even in Tilted Tuesdays, one of the most prestigious events in all of chess, 62% of these tournaments had some form of cheating involved. The scary truth is that estimates show between 3 to 10% of all games played on chess.com have some element of cheating involved. The truth is, this number can be much higher or much lower, but one fact remains: if you're watching this video, you have played a cheater. With that in mind, we have two very important goals. Goal number one, figuring out how exactly these players cheat on chess.com, and number two, figuring out how to detect cheating, avoid cheaters, and even beating cheaters. Now, while it is in the best interest of chess for as little people as possible to know how to cheat, unfortunately, simply just typing in how to cheat in chess yields many results. As you can see, this random video here titled How to Cheat in Chess tutorial has over 400,000 views, and this account, Tutorial Space, is a highly reputable account with over 100,000 subscribers. But okay, chess tutorials, teach us how to cheat.
So, let's say you're in a game and you want to know what move do I need to play. What you need to do is open up a new tab and then search for chess next move. And then you stop.
So the big thing to note here is that these cheaters can literally go on their own computer, type in basically chess next move, and these websites here, and there's dozens of them, will show them the best move. This is something that anybody can do.
Open off this site right here with the green tick. What you now need to do is you need to copy the layout that you've got right here. So flip the board because you're black, and then just play them.
What I find funny here is that this isn't satirical at all. He's completely serious. He's literally telling you exactly how to cheat. Like, yeah, don't forget, like, if you're white, don't cheat for black. Okay, let's continue.
Moves, how they are played. Ding, ding, ding. Let's say who needs to play. It's black to play. Then here, click on calculate next move. The problem with this, that as you can see, it will take like 10-15 seconds.
Yeah, so that's an important part about the cheating is, and this will go into how we actually catch cheaters, is it takes a bit of time for them to actually calculate those moves, at least using this cheating method. But basically, this will calculate the best move for you each and every time.
Okay, maybe in this case, less seconds, calculate it. Now click on here to show what the move is. You saw it just moved the horse, so you're going to move the horse right here. Now, if you need to do this every time he does something, then it will take a lot of time. So that's why it's not very useful to use.
Yeah, I mean, other than the fact that you're not learning how to play chess and you're just cheating. Thanks a lot, Tutorial Workspace. I'm not subscribing to you. So yeah, anybody can be a cheater. And this is really bad for two different reasons. Number one, when you're playing cheaters, you're not actually playing a human being. You're playing an engine or a website. And because of that, you're kind of just wasting your time. You have no chance of winning, and it's going to hurt your elo. But on a grander scale, if realistically one in, let's say, 100 chess players cheats, now whenever there is a game where somebody plays high accuracy or is just playing really well and suspiciously, everybody thinks they're a cheater. And even someone like Magnus Carlsen can admit this.
I'm not ruling out the factor that chess players are becoming more and more paranoid, because we do have chess engines. Everybody gets a bit jittery.
But listen, being jittery is not enough evidence in order to accuse somebody or think that somebody is cheating, and somebody can always play a good game. So I am going to show you the 3 methods you can use in order to find a cheater. And before going into these, remember, just because somebody has one of these 3 things does not make them a cheater. However, all 3 or some of these most likely means they are a cheater. So number 1, time gap. As you saw, it takes about 15 seconds to 10 seconds for a computer to analyze the best possible move. If somebody is making moves every time in the same time increment, they are most likely cheating. They're waiting for the engine to give them the move, and then they're quickly putting it into chess.com. Number 2, a recent account. Simply put, the longer you cheat on chess.com, the more likely you are to get caught. So newer accounts, especially newer accounts at higher elo ranges, have a strong possibility of being cheaters. Finally, high accuracy. Now, listen, it's possible that you played a very high accuracy game, even if you are a low elo player. However, if you are playing 99% accuracy on every game, you are probably using an engine as well. So with all this talk about cheating, let's talk about an account on chess.com that doesn't cheat, chessgoon17. As you can see here, just as we spoke about earlier, this account has been active since February of 2017. It's quite some time. You can see the progression as I started studying chess and learning around 2019 when we really got into it. And you can see the progression. You can see that I've been playing for a very long time, and odds are this is not an account that cheats. On top of that, you can see that I actually play Blitz and Bullet at a very high level. It is much harder to cheat in those types of games, so you can tell that I'm not playing those 15-second increments because I simply wouldn't be able to keep up in increments such as Blitz and Bullet. Finally, if you look at my accuracy down below, you can actually see that yes, we have some games that are high accuracy, but very low accuracy games like this one here, 70%, 76%, and then of course we have our high accuracy games like right here, 87%. It is safe to say that you can play this account without having to worry about cheating, but what about accounts that are more suspicious? Life, death, taxes, and a doofus cheater on chess.com. Some things never change, and we have ourselves a cheater right here. Some things I want you to notice. If you go to the first game ever played right on the bottom, you can see his first game was played on January 9th, 2025, meaning that this account has been open for less than 2 months. While this is suspicious, this does not mean that he is a cheater. However, if we go to his first games and we look at some of these right here, his rapids, you can see that literally all these games are 90%, 85%, 95%. They're all 90% games, maybe 85%. He doesn't lose and he doesn't play bad games. This is very suspicious, guys. On top of that, interestingly enough, you can see that his bullet score is only in the 800s. It is highly unlikely that 2100 on chess.com would only be an 800 in bullet chess. Now, I actually find the time increments to be the funniest when it comes to cheaters because it makes no sense. Like for example, here, rook to a8 checks our opponent. You would assume that he either plays rook to f8 or he plays king to g7, but noticing that he has 13 seconds left on the clock, he would probably make one of these very logical moves within 1 second, maybe 2 tops. He spends 5 seconds deciding to move his king to g7, right? I mean, check again, 4 seconds, right? So it was for 8 seconds to 4 seconds just to move his king down the board. Can you imagine looking at an engine being like, do I move my king out check or do I just get checkmated? Like, what do I do here? While this does highlight the best way to beat chess cheaters since they do need to use time going between the engine, there is really only one way to beat cheaters. Thoroughly screening a cheaterschess.com account will most likely yield certain discrepancies, right? Certain things that don't look quite right. And usually in those situations, you can go ahead and avoid these games entirely. You can't always avoid playing cheaters, so sometimes you're going to have to just go ahead and report them. Hopefully at some point, chess.com will catch this person and you will be refunded your ELO points. But overall, the sad truth is this. You will never be able to catch every single cheater, and no matter what, you will lose to cheaters on chess.com. My advice to you is simple. Play honestly, have fun, and more importantly, subscribe to Chess Goon. Stay classy, my friends. Until next time.